Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup. Oh my goodness. We have three major stories this week that I want to talk to you about, along with so much more. But the three major stories are Hailey Bieber and Rhode Skin being sued for trademark violation. We're going to go into all the details there. It is a lot going on there that I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about it. The second story is about Natasha Denona and how she issued an apology for a tutorial that she had posted that some people were finding very offensive. And then finally, I have an update for you on the Revlon bankruptcy story that we talked about last week. So we're going to talk about all that, plus the latest makeup releases, all kinds of interesting things there. So hang tight. We are getting into it right now. Before we get started with today's What's Up in Makeup, this video is sponsored by Teami. Hello, my friend. Welcome back once again to my bathroom. This video is sponsored by Teami Skincare. I was first introduced to Teami Skincare through the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I remember researching for that video and thinking, oh my goodness, these ingredients are legit. So when they reached out to me a couple of years ago to do a sponsored video for their tea detox mask, I looked at the ingredients and I did the sponsored video, and the reaction from the people that watched that video was very positive. People that purchased the product really enjoyed it. So when they reached out again, I was like, yes, totally. And what I'm excited about this is they not only sent me the detox tea mask, but also the vitamin C serum. So let's talk about it. My daytime skincare routine is very basic. I wash my face, I put on a vitamin C serum, and I put on my sunscreen, and that's it. And what I love about this particular vitamin C serum is not only does it have ascorbic acid, which is a very well-researched form of vitamin C, but it also has moisturizing ingredients and hydrating ingredients. There's also aloe, which is skin soothing, and there's also hibiscus flower in here. And I had to research that one. And when I looked it up, I found out that it's a great antioxidant, and it's wonderful to pair with the ascorbic acid because it'll help fight free radical damage. Applying this is very easy. Of course, wash your face, and then you put 1 to 3 pumps of it into your hand, rub it in just a little bit to spread it out, and then put it in circular motions all over your face. Wait for it to dry down, and then I like to put on a SPF 30 or higher sunscreen on top of it. The second product that they sent to me to show you is the Teami Detox Mask Green Tea Blend. And I have normal skin, which is actually very abnormal because I don't have particularly oily or particularly dry skin. This is a great product for oily skin. And the reason why it's a great product is because it has bentonite clay and kaolin clay. The job of those ingredients is to absorb oil from your skin and also clear out all of the gunk out of your pores. But what makes this, in my opinion, better than a lot of clay masks is that you also have moisturizing and hydrating ingredients in there to make sure your skin does not get stripped by the clay. Because if you get a stripping effect for your skin, then you may have a problem of an overproduction of oil to compensate for that drying out, and you definitely do not want that. So I love that those ingredients are in here to help make sure that your skin is nice and balanced when you remove the mask. Along with that, of course, it has the extra bonus of the green tea in here, which is one of my favorite antioxidants, as well as skin soothing aloe. We all know aloe is skin soothing, and that's really great for irritated skin. In order to use this, definitely follow the advice of splashing your face with water first. That allows the hydrating ingredients in here to pull that water into the skin, which is fantastic for oily skin. I use their face mask brush applicator, and I actually really enjoyed using it. It was very functional. You just spread it in a medium layer all over your face. You let it sit and dry down for 10 to 15 minutes and then wash it off, and you're good to go. And of course, because this is a sponsored video, Teami was kind enough to give me a 20% off discount code for you to use on their website. It is on the screen for you now. It can also be found in the description box down below. Thank you again to Teami for sponsoring this video. And now it is time for What's Up in Makeup. Another week, another trademark lawsuit. It's like every week it's something. This week it is Rhode Skin, who is being sued by a fashion brand. called Rhode. And you might already see that there's something going on that doesn't quite line up in that Hailey's line is a skincare line, and she's being sued for trademark by a fashion line. In the US, we file trademarks for different categories of product. So if you think about it, there's like Dove body wash and Dove chocolate. There's Pandora music and there's Pandora jewelry. And you can have brands that have the same name that can coexist in different markets. But the more I got into this, the more I was thinking maybe Rhode Fashion kind of has a point. But let me tell you what the details are. So, Rhode Fashion was started by Perna Katsu and Phoebe Vickers back in 2014, and they've actually styled a bunch of celebrities, and they've gotten to be a pretty big, independently owned fashion brand. In their statement to the press, Perna and Phoebe said, quote, "We don't want to sue Hailey. We want to celebrate her. As fellow women entrepreneurs, we wish her every success, but the brand Rhode is everything we have worked hard to achieve, and her using our name is hurting our company, our employees, our customers, and our partners." In addition to this statement, there is a post on Instagram with a bunch of stuff in it. I'm linking it down below. I'm also going to be showing it on the screen for you if you want to read it in full. On the Instagram post, the responses to it were very, very split. Some people in support of Rhode Fashion, some people in support of Rhode Skin. One comment that I found very interesting. Do you remember Jenny Fox? She had a big makeup YouTube channel way back many years ago. She had started like a jewelry brand. She did a collab with Ulta on an eyeshadow palette. Do you remember her? Anyway, so she stated in her response to Rhode Fashion, quote, "I literally became so confused and thought she owned this clothing line for a second. You definitely use this name first, and I would do the same thing if I was you." But then a lot of people were commenting back to Jenny and to other people, the same thing I was saying earlier, is that you can have, Domino Sugar and Domino Pizza, and they can coexist, and because they're so different. But this is the thing. This is where it gets like more legal and more interesting to me, because the fashion law got involved. And you know how much I love the fashion law, because they have so much knowledge in this area and they really break things down very, very well. The fashion law says that within the lawsuit, Rhode, the fashion brand, says that Hailey, quote, "previously sought to acquire the Rhode mark, appreciating that the brands could not coexist without confusion." But my question is that a fact? Or was Hailey trying to start a fashion brand back, they say 2018 is when that happened. And they actually back that up in the data they present from the fashion law. So they say that Hailey was trying to acquire the Rhode name back in 2018, but she abandoned that in 2019. So my feeling is that she might have been trying to start a fashion line. And when she realized she couldn't do that, maybe thought to use Rhode on different products like skincare. On the other side, this is part of the complaint that I feel like Rhode Fashion does kind of have a point. So on the Rhode Skin website and in their marketing and their branding, they use the term Shop Rhode. Well, the Instagram for Rhode Fashion is Shop Rhode. Their website is shoprhode.com. Like, even though it's not trademarked specifically, we have a first to use in commerce clause within our trademark laws here in the US. They have been using that as part of their branding for a very long time. So I do feel like in this case, the lawyer should say that Hailey can't use the term Shop Rhode in her branding and in her marketing. That makes sense to me. But along with that, the Rhode Fashion Company does say these are the other things that they see a problem with. So they say that they're being pushed down in search results online. They say that any negative press that Rhode Skin might get, that people might attribute that to their fashion brand, that, quote, "no reasonable buyer or investor is likely to purchase or back a brand that's entire brand entity has been eclipsed by a celebrity brand with an identical name," that it's possible that stores and sellers will decide, that they can't carry both brands. Maybe it's a store that carries both makeup and fashion, and they feel like they can't carry both brands, and because of Hailey's star power, they'll choose her skincare line over their clothing. Also, that it will make it difficult for the Rhode Fashion brand to do collaborations because of the possible brand confusion. And then finally, that if Hailey decides to do like a merch kind of situation for her skincare line, that is going to directly compete with their fashion brand brand in that it's going to be confusing because it's on clothing and that's what they do. So what does the Rhode Fashion brand want? They essentially want Hailey to get rid of every single product, destroy all the products, destroy all the marketing, destroy all the branding for the brand, and then rebrand. They also want them to not be able to use the Rhode name in anything, including a domain name or as part of other names. So she wouldn't be allowed to do, let's say, what Kim Kardashian is doing, which is Skin by Kim. She wouldn't be able to do Rhode by Hailey. Like, they want her to not be able to use it at all. They also, of course, as most lawsuits do, want monetary damages, but they haven't specified. They said that should be determined at trial. So that's where that ends. But just when you thought it was over, it is not over, because there's actually a second story to go with this whole Rhode Skincare trademark thing. It's not a lawsuit, it's just a situation that happened. So there actually is a Rhode Skincare that already exists in the UK. It's already real. I'll show it to you on the screen right now. It was launched by a 75-year-old entrepreneur named Annabelle Rhodes and her sister Penny in 2004. Rhode Skincare is, like I said, a UK-based brand specializing in plant cell technology within their skincare. And this is what happened. Apparently, when Rhode by Hailey Bieber started, when she started her brand last week, they got orders of over 2,000 pounds of products on the Rhodes Skincare UK site. And they were coming all from the US, and they, were like, what the heck is even happening? Like, they didn't even know. So they ended up having to refund all of those charges. And I'm not 100% sure why, but they did have to pay a portion of that. Maybe it had to do something with the exchange rate of the different monetary values between the British pound and the American dollar. I don't know, but they did have to pay some in order to give those refunds. So what they ended up doing is they ended up having to shut down their website completely to US customers and not allow US customers to buy anything for a few days because of the mistakes people were making. Right now, Hailey doesn't ship Rhode Skincare outside of the US. It's a US only brand, but this could stop her from being able to expand into the UK if that's something that she wants to do. So I'm very curious to see how all of this turns out. One thing that's very important that I want to mention before we end the story is that USPTO, when you file for a trademark, you have a period where people can file for opposition against your trademark. And the fashion law said that no one filed for opposition during Hailey's trademark period for her Rhode Skincare line. But I am definitely going to be keeping a close eye on the story, and I will keep you posted if I see any updates. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I put this story in next because it's very lighthearted, not very serious, and actually kind of happy. So let's take a little breather and talk about people returning to their makeup routines. So there was a survey done by the NPD group, they're a survey group, and they found that the majority of women in the United States have not only returned to using makeup to their normal routine, but they're actually using more products than they did before the pandemic. So the research company found that 70% of women surveyed fell into that category. Do you think you can guess what is the most used type of makeup product right now, according to the survey? It was mascara, which makes a lot of sense. Mascara was number one, followed by foundation, then eyeshadow, eyeliner, and lipstick is still trailing at the bottom. I found this also fascinating. So as far as prestige beauty, the revenue grew a reported 22% in the months of January through May of 2022 versus the same quarter of last year. And that's more than twice the rate of increase as skincare. So makeup is really making a comeback, where skincare, it's still growing, but not as much as makeup in that prestige category. They also asked women why they choose to wear makeup, and the majority of the people surveyed said that they used it to enhance their appearance. But they noticed a trend with specifically Gen Z women, and they reported that they wear makeup to boost their confidence. Interesting. They also said across generations, about 30% of women say they wear makeup because it brings them joy. Only 30%. I was surprised by that. That's a big reason why I wear makeup. I would love to know how you would have answered these questions. What makeup product do you use the most often? And also, are you using more makeup, about the same makeup as you did before the pandemic? And then finally, why do you wear makeup? What is your reasoning? I'd love to know in the comments. A few weeks ago, we did have some trademark drama with Natasha Denona and her high-gen Skin Glass product. It's a primer that she just released. I think she's calling it a primer serum. She's just out of that, and now she's in more hot water. So this is what happened. On June 11th, Natasha posted a tutorial onto her Instagram. The tutorial was for how to do winged liner on monolid eyes. There were a lot of people that were upset by this tutorial. I'm going to show you a screenshot from the tutorial now. It has now been removed and I couldn't find any copy of it anywhere. So all we have now is photos. So I'll put it on the screen and see if you can spot the things people had an issue with. The first major issue that people had with this is that the model that they used didn't have a true monolid. This is a photo that I snagged from the Cleveland Clinic, and this is the difference between a monolid and a hooded eye shape according to the Cleveland Clinic. So the woman that they use, you can see part of her lid, therefore it is not a true monolid. The second issue, major issue that people had, was that people thought that the eyeliner looked absolutely terrible. It's messily applied, it's not straight, it's not flattering, it doesn't make her eyes look great. And from there, it got even worse because Natasha Denona started responding to people in the comments. And this is where it really gets bad. So one of the commenters said, "Love the eyeliner, but we don't really do that." To which Natasha responded, "Thanks. The whole point is to inspire you because you don't do it." So in the post that she posted on her Instagram, she apologizes to anyone who was hurt by the tutorial and her responses in the comments. She said that it saddened and frustrated her to know that the Asian community was offended. And at the end, she thanked everyone for alerting her to the issue and for helping her stay educated. Because I am obviously not part of the Asian community, I am not going to weigh in my feelings about this, but if you are, I would love to know what you think. I'm also going to link a video down below that I found very helpful in understanding the situation. And if you'd like to hear her opinion, again, it'll be linked in the video description. Major cosmetic brands are realizing how important cruelty-free status is to their purchasing decisions. And the gold standard of cruelty-free is Leaping Bunny certification by Cruelty Free International. In order to get that certification, you have to not only say that you're cruelty-free, but you have to prove it through going through your supply chain. And it can't just be one product. It has to be all of your products. And not only that, do you have to prove it, but you also have to be subjected to audits to make sure that all of your products remain cruelty-free. The latest brand to become cruelty-free is Dial, who is known for body washes and hand soaps and body soaps and all of that. So if you are a fan of those products, or maybe you used to be a fan and stopped buying them because they weren't cruelty-free, now Leaping Bunny has said that they are cruelty-free. Last week, we went into detail about Revlon filing for bankruptcy protection. And one of the things that I learned for researching for last week is that the stock price had dropped to a ridiculously low level. So for comparison, when Revlon went public in 1996, their stock price was $24 a share. At the low point last week, they hit $1.17 per share. Like, ugh. News in the financial community, of course, spread very quickly. And when stock prices go very low, some people choose to buy stocks in that company, trying to buy low, and then hopefully the company will recover and then they will sell high. That's kind of the goal. So a lot of people did that. Apparently. Shares soared nearly 35% last Wednesday, and now the stock is up more than 300%. That's according to Bloomberg. They said that roughly 538 million shares changed hands. There is a precedent for this in buying stock of a bankrupt company, and it was Hertz Rental Cars. And what they did in May of 2020 was file for bankruptcy, and people bought a bunch of shares in it, and Hertz was able to recover, and they are still in business. I think it was July July of 2021, they pulled themselves out of bankruptcy. So that could happen with Revlon. But according to Market Watch, that was a very unusual situation, that usually when brands declare bankruptcy, the stock ends up being completely useless. They said that a company in bankruptcy can lose most, if not all, of their value because debt holders will be paid before investors. And if the company runs out of money, the investors lose everything. They've set that as a priority. Even if Revlon is able to get themselves out of bankruptcy, they have an option, according to Market Watch, to cancel all of their old stock and start new. So anybody that owns that old stock it would just become nothing, and then they would start fresh with new investors. There are rumors floating around that there is a very large Indian parent company. Their name is Reliance Industries. They are looking to possibly buy Revlon. Reliance Industries owns so much stuff. Like, I was overwhelmed looking at their website. I'll link it down below in case you want to check it out. But they have so many brands in so many different categories, from polymers to petroleum to textiles. They have stores like grocery stores, they have electronic stores, they have a toy store. A lot of their brands start with Re because they're called Reliance Industries. So it's like Reliance this or Re this. So Revlon would fit in, kind of. It's not quite the same prefix, but still, like, you know, it's similar. And Reliance is no stranger to international markets. They have partnerships with major brands like Coach, Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and Brooks Brothers. So we'll just have to see what happens, whether they get bought out, whether the stocks recover. I mean, I am absolutely fascinated by the story. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. And finally, this is going to probably hit very close to home for my millennial viewers. If you are a millennial, you probably played with Bratz dolls, maybe, possibly. I was a little old for Bratz dolls, but I remember them coming out and I remember the whole rage surrounding Bratz dolls. But so if I was into Bratz nostalgia, I would be totally into this next launch. And honestly, like, as a Gen X person, I'm still kind of interested in it because it's mini stuff and I love mini stuff. So Bratz Cosmetics, they're mini cosmetics. They're on the way as of July. It's not plastic, they're actual real mini cosmetics, and there's 16 different things that they're selling for collection 1. It's real makeup that actually works, from eyeshadow palettes, mascara, lipstick, and even a little teeny tiny makeup bag. Along with the cosmetics, they're gonna have blind bags of little 2-inch figurines. You get 2 figurines in a blind bag. Series 1 is, like I said, is launching next month. They're going to be selling on Amazon, at Walmart, and at Target, and the suggested retail price is $9.99 each. Wait for somebody to do a tutorial or a demo to see if this little, I mean, like, the eyeshadow palette is probably like this big. Like, I mean, I'm waiting. Somebody's gonna, maybe I'll buy it. See if you can actually functionally use it on a human face, or if you should just stick to the dolls. I can't wait to see what this stuff is like. We have made it, my friends, to the product report. Let's talk about Glam Light and Michaela Part 2. It's not Part 2, it's Part 2 in the Boston accent. You have to say it like that. It's written on the box like that. We have to say it like that. It launches July 2nd at 8 a.m. PST. As of filming today, there are no sneak peeks of what is inside the PR box. They did show the box, but they haven't showed what's inside. If they release any photos between now and while I'm editing before the video goes live, I'll scoot those in so you can see what the stuff looks like. Next thing is Jasmine Chiswell and ColourPop. It just blows me away how many people have millions and millions of followers that I've never heard of. I mean, she seems absolutely lovely. She has 1.2 million followers on Instagram. She looks very cute, very sweet. I've never heard of her. It's incredible. There's so many people like that. Do you notice that too? But that's launched. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there. Photo is next to me there if you wanna check it out. Urban Decay mini palette. This is the Naked Wild Wild West mini, available now at Urban Decay's website. It is coming soon to Ulta, $27. Still rooting for Urban Decay to do something exciting. This is not it for me, but I could see why some people might be excited by it. I know the original palette was pretty popular. Next up, the Pat McGrath Blitz Trance lipstick. These are limited edition, 4 shades, rainbow packaging. How beautiful are these lipsticks? How beautiful is this packaging? Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. Now this next one, Physicians Formula is really bad at promoting their new releases. They're bad at promoting them, and they are bad at making sure they're stocked places so people can find them. So I am not surprised that Trend Mood was able to get these from somebody that follows her, apparently. They took photos of the products at a Walgreens. This is the Breakfast Club and Physicians Formula collab. You would think that they would say something on their socials. As of time I'm filming, there's nothing there. Oh no. It looks like there is the Saturday Detention face palette and 3 shades of the Princess lipsticks. I absolutely love the concept of this. But what kills me is they really stuck to the Claire color story. This like powdery, very, very light. Like, where's all the Allison inspired makeup? Like, that would have been so freaking cool. I know it's not really Physician Formula branding to do like a gothy kind of look, but I think that would have been fun. Like, do both. Do both. Do a Claire and do an Allison. Come on, man. Kylie Cosmetics has a couple products coming, the Gloss Strip and the Glow Balm Cream Blushes. They are available on July 6th. There's 4 shades available for each product. For the past few years, Beauty has done something called the Make It Black campaign, where they encourage other brands to change their packaging to black packaging to celebrate the luxurious nature of the color black. 100% of net proceeds are going to the Pull Up for Change Small Business Impact Fund that was started by Beauty's founder, Sharon Shooter. I haven't seen at this point any other products from other brands doing Make It Black. This is the only thing I've seen so far, but I would imagine there would be more coming because there seem to always be at least 5 or 6 brands that participate. I love the name of this next product. It just makes me so happy. It's the Rare Beauty Kind Words Lipsticks and Liners. That's just so sweet. Launching July 7th at Sephora, Space NK, and their website. There's 10 coordinating shades that they say are made to match. We need more kind words in this world. I think that's kind of nice. Moving over to Sephora, just one product that I thought I should mention to you. It's not quite out yet. The Kosas Plump Juicy Lip Booster Treatment, $25. Looks like on the ingredient list, there's lots of moisturizing and some hydrating ingredients. It looks like a really nice formula. It does say that it is coming soon to the Sephora website. Moving over to Ulta. All right, Ulta's intense. I'm just warning you ahead of time, it's intense because we have 4 brands that had massive launches this week. And the most massive is the first one. This is Essence. They launched 19 new products. I'm not gonna go one by one because that'd be boring as hell. So I'm just gonna try to summarize as quickly as possible with the photos. Prices for all of the Essence products are between $1.99 and $11.99 each. So this is what they've got. There's 3 different travel palettes in Rome, London, and Miami. The Make Beauty Fun palette, the Soft Touch Single Shadows, that's 6 different shades, 2 brow products. There's an ink brow gel and a styling soap, a new mascara called Another Volume Mascara, just better, 4 different lip products, 3 primers, something called The Highlighter, Kissed by the Light Face Illuminator. This does come in 2 shades. And then there's 2 products that are coming soon, the Make Beauty Fun Highlighter and the 16-Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. And that does come in 8 shades. So, I'm a big Essence fan. Essence is very hit and miss with their eyeshadows. They have an eyeshadow formula that is freaking phenomenal, and I'm really hoping they continue to use that in these new products. Second brand that's launched an S-ton of products is Pixi. They launched 14 new products at Ulta this week. It is a mix of makeup and skincare. For the makeup, prices range from $8 to $20. There's a lip tint in 5 shades, what they're calling a lip tone. It's one of those pH adjusting reactive tint things. The On The Glow blush stick that comes in 3 shades. And then they have a bunch of their Hello Kitty branded stuff. So we have the glossy powder, the chrome glow palette, and the endless silky eye pen. But why is this a pen? It is clearly a pencil. How is this a pen? I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe you get it. I don't get it. And then in the skincare space, prices range from $15 to $24. There's 2 types of toner pads, a vitamin C and a retinol. Then they have an overnight mist, a clarity mist, botanical collagen and retinol volumizing serum. That sounds pretty nice. And then the Hello Kitty branded stuff. There's a branded glow tonic, a fixing mist, and a rejuvenating face patches, whatever that means. So yeah, that's what's new from Pixi. I hadn't heard from Pixi in a while, so I guess they just, when it rains, it pours kind of thing with them. New from Pacifica, only 6 products. Like, that's still a lot. There's 2 makeup, 2 skincare, and 2 hair care. So we have a new bronzer and contour that's 16 bucks, and then the Activist Curl and Volume Mascara, also 16 bucks. The skincare are these balm stick things. There's one called Deep Puff and Calm and one brightening vitamin C. Those are 16 bucks each. And then for hair care, there's the Silk Volume Powder and the Dry Hair Styling Cream. Those are 14 bucks each. This I had seen sneaks for, but good to see it coming to Ulta. This is the Wet n Wild Lilo and Stitch collection. It is now at Ulta. It is a very, very cute beachy theme, especially this one product. Wait till you see it if you haven't seen it yet. Prices range from $8.49 to $16.99. So we have a shadow palette, a setting mist, a sponge and scrub set, and this is it. This is the product, the Exfoliating Multi-Scrub. Like, what? I got some stuff from the SpongeBob collection, even though I don't even like SpongeBob. Like, I don't even care about Lilo and Stitch, but this is freaking cute. The little pail with the little shovel. Like, why hasn't anybody come out with this before? It's so freaking adorable. Along with that, they have a makeup brush set and a makeup bag. And just 3 more quick little things that have launched Ulta that I wanted to mention to you. First, the Fresh Sugar lip treatment things that have been really popular at Sephora for years are now available at Ulta. There's 12 shades available. They are 24 bucks each. One thing at Ulta regarding Beauty. So they had launched last week a bunch of little minis like lipsticks and stuff like that. This week they added their Cleopatra eyeliner, and that is a phenomenal eyeliner, number one. But there's an issue on Ulta's website in that it's labeled at $18. I'm not sure if it still is when you're watching this, but when I filmed, it was labeled at $18. The full size is $18. If you go over to Beauty's website, they have it priced at $10.95. So I think it's a mistake on Ulta's website. So make sure if you're gonna get the mini, either get it from the Beauty website or wait until they fix that, because I think that's a mistake. And then finally, coming in with terrible reviews, we have the Maybelline Shadow Blocks eyeshadow palettes. Each one comes with 3 colors. They're $13.49 each. Oh my gosh, 5 different colorways to choose from. The couple of reviews that are down there for them are basically like, they're trash. They're Maybelline eyeshadows. Maybelline eyeshadows suck. We all know this. Nothing has changed. Don't buy them. I returned them, stuff like that. So that's really sad. Maybe one day Maybelline will catch on. All right, PR or purchase product of the week. I didn't get anything in PR this week, and I didn't buy anything this week, so I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. But I wanted to show you some products that I used on my face today that I don't think I've talked about much on the channel. One of them is this little Viseart palette that I got in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. I think, when did that come? They came in January, I think. This is such a cute little palette. It's called the Lila's palette, or Lila's palette, however you want to say it. And this is what it looks like. My only issue with this is that there aren't any deep shades, so I did need to use a supplementary palette today. I used the Give by Gwen Stefani palette called Danger Zone, and I just used these 2 shades to kind of deepen up where I needed to deepen it up, because this one's kind of flat, but I love this freaking palette. It's beautiful. It works great. Really nice pigmentation. I love the pigmentation of the shimmer shadows in here. They are freaking phenomenal. They're like straight up metallic. Really, really fun there. So if you're looking for a little travel palette or something, this one's really nice. It's just you kind of need a shade to deepen it up if that's the look you're going for. I also used today, this is the Ciate Dewy Highlight Glossy Cheek Glow. This was weird. This is a weird freaking product. I think I might have gotten this. Glossy Box does send me stuff, so I think I might have gotten this in a Glossy Box, but it's like a jelly. It's a highlight that feels like a lip gloss. Maybe it is a lip gloss and I just used it wrong or something, but I used it as a highlight today, and I mean, you can kind of see it. It's kind of cool, but it's real lip glossy. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just, it is a lip gloss and I used it wrong, but it says highlight on here. Yeah, it says Highlight Cheek Glow. I am using it right, but like, I'm a little confused, and it feels like a lip gloss on the cheeks. It's a real weird product. And then on my lips today, I've showed this before. This is a Sigma lipstick in the shade Epiphany. I topped that with Dramatic Boutique's lip gloss. Paige Christie did send this to me quite a while ago, and I really enjoy her lip glosses. Let me swatch this by itself. It's got a really fun shimmer to it. It kind of doesn't really keep its shimmer like I would love if it did, but it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. Hopefully you can see it. It's really, really beautiful. And it's just a really nice gloss. So I figured I would mention it to you. And let me see how it has a smell. It has a very slight fruity scent to it. It's not sticky at all. It actually feels very similar to this highlighter. But it's a lip product and it feels like a lip product, so that's a good thing. I also used a new shade of this Cokie blush. This is in the shade Bellissima, and I think it looks really, really freaking pretty. Notable sales this week. This one is coming up. Gerard Cosmetics Black Friday and July sale. It'll be 51% off their entire site. Mystery boxes are coming back. That starts July 7th through July 12th. Right now though, we have IT Cosmetics Summer Beauty Favorites 25% off. Smashbox 50% off fan favorite products. Tarte up to 65% off new markdowns and an extra 20% off with code SALE. If you buy 3 items, you will also get a free mini mascara. Over at Rose Inc, 25% off site-wide, Glamlight 35% off site-wide using code SUMMER, and finally Tatcha 20% off site-wide using code FF2022. And finally, my friend, we have our artist shout out of the week. And this week we are talking about Courtney Dunn, MUA. Oh my gosh, wait till you see her. She's amazing. Okay, she is from the UK and she's incredible. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her first look, which is her birthday look that she created for this year when she turned 24 on May 26th. There is so much to love about this look. I really love the twist on the birthday clown theme without going the super creepy route. Like it's a beautiful clown. I think the rainbow blending on the face is my favorite part, but I do love the corset lace going down her neck onto her chest. That is a close second for me. Really, really well done. Second one, I think I might even like this look more than the first one. This is called Shining Through the Cracks. It's a message, according to the caption, about hidden strength, and the execution of this is absolute perfection. The shading within the cracks looks perfectly multi-dimensional, but what I also love about this is the speckles and the shading that she did in the black and gray. Just really, really incredible. And then finally, this one is called Season of Change. It is her pride look. In the caption, Courtney mentions about using colors to find her freedom and being proud and not afraid. And I love how she focused the colors on more of a watercolor design while making the pride eye covering more realistic looking. It really does give a neat contrast. I also love how she made her lips look almost like pop art with the white accents. It just kind of adds to the whole vibe of the look. I really enjoy looking at the looks on her page. There were so many that I enjoyed. It was so hard to pick which ones were my favorite. I will link her Instagram down below because her follower number on Instagram is absolutely unacceptable. Thank you. She only has 4,972 followers. Like what? What is even happening? What is even happening over there? So many more people should be enjoying her looks. It is interesting though, when you look at the number of likes that she has on her posts, it's usually about the same number as her followers. So she must be getting shared around the platform with people that aren't following her, because that's unheard of to have like 100%. So I think people are just liking her post without actually hitting the follow button, because it's amazing what's going on over there. So if you would like to follow her, links down below. And that is it for What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Teami for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you. And of course, thank you to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to submit things to our group to make sure I don't miss anything. They are usually responsible for the sales and also the artist suggestions. Very rarely do I find those on my own, so thank you so much to them for those contributions. They also found quite a few other things this week that I didn't have, so thank you to them for taking time out to help me to make sure that I get all of the good stuff to you every week. Our chat today is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. No market this week, no birthdays, no holidays, none of that. So we're having chat at our regular time, hanging out, talking about makeup. Hopefully you can join us, but if you can't because you got stuff to do, it is no problem at all. It is so easy to find on the replay. All you do if you're subscribed is just go over to your subscription feed. It should be right there. But if you are not subscribed, you can also also find it by going to my channel page, clicking on my videos, and then clicking on the video titled Live Chat. Thank you again so much for watching What's Up in Makeup. I hope you loved this show. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy it, and if you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including last week's episode of What's Up in Makeup, which was an amazing show. Definitely make sure that you watch that. But if you do have to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you. I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.